take your questions.
Another midweek start for you where you get off behind the 8 ball pretty quickly. This one's 7-0. What did you say when the guys came into the dugout?
I just pulled them up and said, hey, we got 9 innings to go, and it's like playing on the playground. We spotted somebody 7, and let's see if we can catch it up. And just what you worry about is everybody starts to press and try to do too much. Just get 1 here, get 2 here. I thought Marshall Gilbert's big hit got us right back in the ball game. I had a feeling we'd score some runs. I mean, we're all pitching at the end of the year, and weekends are real important, so I feel like we'd get some at-bats. It was just nice to get some hits there late.
What explanation did you get on the question about the interference?
I think he thought we were going to third, and we usually try to throw out the back runner, so that was one of the reason I was upset, because we were trying to get the guy going to second.
In College Station, I asked you about McNamee and Allen. They didn't have their best weekends there. I think those guys get 6, 7 hits tonight. How refreshing was it?
They were really good, and we need all those guys. I mean, man, our lineup is really deep when they're all swinging. It was nice to see both of them have good nights. They work, man, they've been back here this week. We're out of school. They're able to hit a little bit more, and a lot of it's just confidence. I mean, after Elijah got the first double, you could see it come off of him a little bit. Then the second one was huge. That was back to his old self. We hadn't seen that swing in a while.
What was kind of Coach Cheese's explanation for trying to score Gilbert from first? Was just being aggressive down?
I think he saw the outfielder so tight that he thought there was a little bit more room, because the outfielder was playing Jake so shallow. I think you see that, it kind of throws you off a little bit.
Westberg is, I think, 0 of his last 14. What's he telling you in the dugout? What do you see?
And you know what's funny is I think he's close. I think he's right on. Like that. He almost hits the home run ball. He's just missing on some balls. He's a little frustrated, like most hitters would be. But you know, he's one of the best hitters in the country. So it's kind of going through everybody in our lineup if you've watched him. So maybe it's his turn, and hopefully he'll break out of it pretty quick.
Your assessment of the bullpen tonight after that first inning, I mean, they kept you in the ball game.
I thought we were pretty good all night long. I thought Brandon came in and did a good job. He gave up a couple of hits, but they weren't like scorched. Riley, it was nice to get him back out there and get some good innings. Jack was really good, and then Cole was really good. His last 2 outings now, he's been great. Getting him back in there and throwing that breaking ball for a strike.
For a guy like Brandon, how important was it to get him a couple more innings, 3 inning innings versus maybe 1 or 2?
Well, we didn't want to because we want to use him this weekend, so in the midweeks. But he didn't get extended too much. Most of our guys, even Jack, we took Jack out of there with the left-handers in the Ole Miss lineup coming up. Having him and Tristan available this weekend is huge.
You've seen the Ole Miss lineup once already this year. What are you expecting to see from those guys coming up this weekend?
Oh, it's going to be a war. It's going to be a really good. There's a lot at stake. It's a really good team, and we're a really good team, and it's a rivalry game. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun this weekend. But hopefully we can just stay dry. But their lineup is one of the best in the country, so we're going to have to be ready to go.
Been searching for a 4th starter pretty much all year. Does this feel like a step back tonight?
A little bit, but we got 1 more midweek, so that's the last one that you need a 4th starter, hopefully. But we'll have to figure it out next Tuesday who's going to go out there and get us. And we have some depth to our pitching staff. Keegan's very talented, and he's pitched really well at times for us. He just wasn't good tonight, and kind of game sped up on him a little bit there as things went against him. But we need them all. I mean, we need Keegan. I mean, he was part of that big run last year when they on their way to Omaha, and he's just too talented, but too invested in our program not to have success.
Is there anything specific that Keegan was saying was kind of off or shook him a little bit?
No, I just think he was pulling that fastball a little bit, and he was missing in the same spot over and over, and then just get frustrated.
One of the guys we haven't seen in a while is Sarantola. Is he healthy?
He's healthy, throwing pins through in the midweek, against our hitters. So we're just trying to figure it out right now. But he could be a guy that jumps back in there too.
Starting to see Luke Hancock more and more as the season kind of has progressed. What are you liking out of him right now?
Well, offensively, he gives us a lot of good at bats, and it's not always hits. If you look up, he grinds out. It's 4, 5, 6 pitch at bats. He takes his walks, and he's a really good hitter. He's got a good swing on him. And then defensively, he's just caught well. I mean, it's pretty simple back there. I don't know if you notice it, but Cole strikes out the leadoff in the 9th, and it's a nasty breaking ball. And he blocks that ball really nice and lays it out in front. Actually said something to the team about it afterwards. Just good player.